Shalom, Israel. First, I want to give all honors, praise, and glory to yahawah, bahasham, yahawashi, bahasham, raka, quadash, and double honors to the elder bishops of GMS, Great Millstone, who helped me sharpen my iron in this truth. And shalom to you, hopeful elect out there fighting diligently in the land of our enemy. So, I'm gonna do a quick video, on the topic of Baruch, the 4th chapter, and the 25th verse. I love this verse very much because it really pertains to the current state of Yasharallah, especially being a fact over the many years the brother's been in his truth. Shalakia. It's very relevant. It's extremely relevant. I'm gonna be in the Apocrypha, of course, Baruch, 4th chapter. And I'll be in the 25th verse, and that says, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come unto you from the Most High Power, yahawah, bahasham, yahawashi, for thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. Right? So we have to suffer patiently right now in the land of Babylon, and so that we can get to that next stage where we put off the mortal body and put on the immortal body, So we have to suffer patiently, the Lord instructs us. So from there, I'm going to go and get Micah 7 and 9. 7 and 9. Be a little slower getting the verses. I got too used to using that phone and the tablet. I need to actually get back into using the book itself. Micah 4 and 9. And this says, Micah 4 and 9 in the KJV, it says, now why dost thou cry out aloud? Is there no king in thee? Is thy counselor perished? For pangs have taken peril of the women. Shalakia. Am I in the right spot? No, Shalakia. 7 and 9. Not 4 and 9. Shalakia. So 7 and 9, it says, Shalakia. Micah 7 and 9, it says, I will bear the indignation of the Lord. The indignation is the wrath, right? If you look that up in the etymology, I don't have the ability to do that right now, but that's the wrath, that's the fury of the Lord, yahawashi, because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. We all know that the Lord makes intercession for us between, the scriptures say there's one mediator between man and the Most High, right? And that's Yahawashi Mashiach. The Lord is that allows us to have that be done for us, right? He will plead my cause. That's what intercession is, right? The intercession is what the Lord makes for us. It's like pleading our case. And execute judgment for me, for he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Right? The Lord's going to bring us to this light, and he'll behold our righteousness. But right now, we have to suffer patiently in the land, and we have to wait and to see what's coming next. And to see what's coming next, I'm going to get the precept of 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter. Right? Because we're here to look at what's coming thereafter. We're not here to worry about fucking the things of this world, A carnal mind is a dead mind. A carnal mind is going to lead you to only following your heart. And what's that? Jeremiah 17th chapter in the 9th verse. The heart is deceitful above all things, You don't want to follow your heart. The only thing that you should follow is this truth, right? Is yahawah, bahasham, yahawashi. Believing in the Lord more than you believe in your ability to breathe, I mean, I'm pretty confident I'm going to take another breath. But, the fear of the Lord, I can't be assume that I'm able to have that, I can't assume that I'm able to do anything. For all I know, some shit can happen where I have a heart attack. I haven't even taken the jab. I'm not taking the jab, but I could have a heart attack. Or I could have some rare condition. There's so many judgments the Lord could cast upon us. Not to get too off topic there, but, being confident in the Lord and not confident in his world is what I wanted to really personify on that. Salaki, I'm trying to get 2 Peter's, the 3rd chapter and the 13th verse. Doesn't help, and my hands are freezing right now at all. Hands are frostbit. Okay. And I'm going to get 2 Peter's, the third chapter, 3rd verse, and it says, Third chapter. Am I getting the third? No, that's not the third verse. Salakia. It's real different now that I'm actually reading out of the book. Actually, let me grab the 9th verse first. Since we're on the topic of seeing what the Lord has in Baruch 4, referring to suffer patiently. Baruch 4 says, my children suffer patiently in the wrath which has come unto you from the Lord. And then we got Micah 7 and talking about the indignation. So 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter and the 9th verse is where I'm going to start. And it says, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long-suffering to usward, not willing that any shall perish, but all shall come to repentance. All referring to Yahshua, the 144,000. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with the fervent heat being, those fucking missiles, and the earth also, and the works wherein shall be burned up. Babylon's going to be burnt up and brought down. But the Lord is not slack in his promise. The Lord told us to suffer patiently, right? Suffer patiently, right? We have to suffer patiently while we're here, because the Lord prepared us a table, pursuing the Psalms, the 23rd chapter, and I think it's the 4th verse. He prepares a table in the land of our enemies. We're in the land of our enemies currently right now. This is Babylon. This is spiritual reference to Egypt, Sodom, and all that, So we have to suffer patiently here, even though it's miserable. All right, and I'm going to skip over to the 13th verse. It says, nevertheless, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth, a new rulership and a new earth. The earth is going to be rejuvenated. I believe that's in First Ecclesiastes 1 and 4. Right? The generations come and go, but then the earth stays. The earth is staying, right? The earth is going to be rejuvenated. It's no longer given into the hand of the wicked. And, even the scriptures say the trees will rejoice. But we have to go through the shit right now, go through all these demons right now, go through spiritual battles and fight diligently for the Lord and in his truth to be able to receive that later on, right? We're looking for a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwells righteousness. Righteousness dwells in these things, man. Right? And just meditating about the earth or the kingdom itself, it brings a lot of zeal, and then you kind of stop thinking about the kingdom, and now you just like, you looking around, you like, fuck this place. What is that? Ecclesiastes 1 and 18 with much wisdom become much sorrow or something. It's along those lines, because the more you grow in this truth, the more you want to put away the earth, the more you really hate all the things that this earth has to offer. I don't like really anything here, like some things are cool, women look good, money's cool, I guess. None of that shit is really favorable when you put away the carnal mind. And ultimately, it's your heart that deceive you and make you go out astray, You don't want to be in the congregation of the dead because of your heart. Your heart is like, oh, my family, all my friends, all my none of that shit fucking matters, man. The Lord is gonna give us what we put away now, later on. It's an investment at the end of the day. It's an investment, and we have to suffer patiently, according to Baruch, the 4th chapter. I think I might just make that the title. Baruch, the 4th chapter. Right, and I'm going to end it off, I'm going to get Hebrews, the 13th chapter. I'm going to get the 14th verse. And it says, for here have we no continuing city, but seek one to come. We seek the kingdom. The kingdom is what it is that we're after, Our people have been in gross darkness for so long, pursuing Isaiah, the 60th chapter and the 2nd verse, that now it's the time to really dial in and understand that we have to suffer patiently in this truth to be able to get to where we want to be, As Yahshua, the Lord's 144,000 ruling class, I'm hopeful that I'm a part of that. And we have to understand that this is just the wages of the battle. That's just how it is right now in Babylon, And you got to understand too that there's brothers that are just like you, just like me, just like the next brother on, that are going through the same shit right now. I mean, the elders and apostles, they've been in this truth for decades, 30 going on. I believe the elder apostle Tahar is going on 40 years in this truth, and I have a minuscule only, like, I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't even have that long. I have like less than a year, to be honest with you, because the first 3 years I was in the truth, I didn't know anything about the wisdom. I had no oil, I had no oil whatsoever. And I was able to, through the grace of the Lord, to be able to possess it. You know, it's a spiritual power to be able to possess the oil. It's a spiritual power to be able to possess the deeper understanding of these scriptures. You know, so you know, you got to take that with appreciation that the Lord even deals with you, and the Lord even puts you in a mentality to understand what's going on. That's a whole different vibration that you completely different than everyone else on this planet. You know, Deuteronomy 7:6. His people are higher. Let me just get it real quick to finally put this topic away. Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter and the 6th verse, and it says, "Thou art an holy people unto the Lord." Holy, it doesn't mean like how the Christians think holy means. Holy means just separated. And unto the Lord, because the Lord's people are scattered. And it says, "Yahawah, the Lord, thy power, had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the earth." Above all people that are on the earth. That's the ruling class, you know. That's the Lord's elect people. So, you know, we just have to suffer patiently, and Lord willing to strike some type of zeal with you. I think I'm going to end it off there. And with that, I say shalom.